Hey guys, what's going on? I know it's been a while since I've done a video. Just want to tell everybody that God has been faithful and just been doing many great things in my life. And many of you are probably wondering, like why did I quit running over the road? Well, let me tell you, the company that I was working for, I was really running all the time. I was gone for like 3 weeks at a time, and I only had like 3 days off. And one time I was out for like 4 weeks, and we get 7 days off with that. But I'm telling you guys, it is not easy at all. When you're out during that time, you have to just try to grab a shower when you can. And sometimes I've went up to like 4 days without taking a shower. And it's not mean to be on purpose, but it's like you're so crushed on time and you're trying to get to these customers and get to these receivers at a certain time, and traffic congestion, and I'm telling you, it is a lot to be out there and to be doing this stuff. And this is kind of why that nobody wants to do trucking anymore, because they want you to get a CDL and they want you to be out on that road, you know for at least a year, until you have a year experience, and then you can come to work in the city or have like a regular line haul job like what I have. And to me, that just doesn't cut it. And one thing I can say, my grandfather told me, he said, when you get your CDL, just get you something local. He said, it don't matter if it's just a short, or you're just driving a box truck. You will still make just as much money compared to the guys that are on the road and they're gone for weeks at a time. He was right. And fortunately, I already had experience. So by the time I got to go over the road, I've already been driving for 8 years. And I'm telling you guys, you got to have experience before you go out there on that road. Because if I have not had, some places I've already kind of, backed into, and I've kind of already had training, pulling and backing in places with the 53-foot trailer and warehouses and stuff. I'm telling you, I don't think I could have made it, if I was supposed to start over the road, like, and I just got my CDL. I think it would have been overwhelming for me. I would have just hung it up. But you know what? A lot of these big truck companies, they expect that, because the turnover means that they don't have to keep that driver who becomes experienced, and they pay them more. Instead, they pay them cheap and they treat them cheap. And this goes on way too much in the industry. And one thing I can say that is getting better, the pay is getting better. I can say that they're finally starting to listen a little bit to the drivers. And think about this. So, we have health and benefits and 401k. They didn't have a lot of that stuff just 30 years ago. So I can say that has improved in the industry. But what I think still needs to be improved on is the communication between the driver managers, and the dispatchers. And I'll just leave out the brokers, because the brokers have no idea. They're there just to make money. They can use anybody. They could care less. They can just cut and run. But my thing is this: if you're not doing what you love, and I've always loved trucking, I grew up around it. My dad helped me to start driving trucks at a young age. But this life ain't for everybody. There's nights, even, and I'm home daily now, and there's nights I don't even want to be out there, because the people are so impatient, and drivers do not show common courtesy anymore, and it is a very dangerous profession. And I just like to say, one thing that needs to be improved on is really the public relations between, I would just say, the public and the truck driver. It used to be, man, we were the king of the highways. Everybody used to look up to us, and now we're looked up like as dirt, or like lower IQ. We're people too. And the thing is, we help kept this country running during the pandemic, and that's the thing. People come to rely on us when they don't really expect it. When a natural disaster occurs, or a hurricane, literally, you are at the mercy of Earth's sakes, of the drivers that are bringing in the water, the canned food, you name it, building materials. And that's what people don't realize, man. When these trucks stop rolling, that's when real chaos and panic ensues. So that's just kind of my few thoughts. And I just want to tell people this: appreciate the truck drivers that are out there, man, especially the ones that are over the road. I give them more props after I've done it for 4 months, and I can say the money was good until I got a pay cut, and unfortunately the economy is not doing too good right now. But if I wouldn't have gotten that pay cut, I still would have been doing it. But unfortunately, it just, to me, it wasn't worth doing it anymore, because I was then realizing I'm making the same as much money as I am compared just being home every day. And plus, I had benefits with this place. I did not have benefits when I was running over the road, but it was a small outfit. So keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. We'll talk to you later.